Hello people, welcome back to the PluteCollects YouTube channel, and boy, have I got a treat for you today. I hear you asking, what are you doing today, Plute? Well, I'm going to sit here and showcase my collection of football cards that I've built over the past year and a half, and I'm not going to lie, I'm enjoying myself. Since I got into the hobby at the end of 2023, I have been building my collection, and we've built it up to about $5,000 now, roughly. So hopefully I'm going to keep making this video year by year, and next year it'll be $10,000, then $20,000. Who knows? PluteCollects is going to the moon! Look at all the slabs we have on show right now. I'm going to take you through all of these. We've got so many slabs. I've got my PSA 10s. I've got my grades that are slightly below a 10. I've got random cards that I might be getting rid of. And then I've got my Panini Prism World Cup set because I love that set. I've got loads of slabs from there. I've also got loads more raw cards. I've got patches. And then I'm going to show you my favourite, most expensive card at the end, which was actually pulled from Topps Chrome UCC last year. But first I want to show you my 3 current favourite cards, starting with this Rafinha. This is just my absolute favourite. A gold breakaway Panini Prism 2021 Leeds United Rafinha in a PSA 10. And it's numbered to 10. It's a population 1, which means this is the only graded version of this card in the world. And that is why I love it so much. In fact, I love it so much that I've got it in a slab inside a Grail guard inside a glass slab. That's how protected it is. Obviously, it's an autograph, but as you can see there, it's also numbered to 10. So out of 10 cards in the world, I've got the 8th print of this. There's only 10 in the entire world, and only one of them is graded. And what I love about that card is I got it for a bargain well over a year ago, before Rafinha started going on this absolutely crazy Ballon d'Or charge at Barcelona. Obviously, I'm a Leeds fan. Rafinha's probably my favourite ever player, other than Messi and Ronaldinho. I had to get a Rafinha card as my first big purchase, and let's just say I've made some money on it. I'm not about the money. I'm never going to sell this card, but I just think it's cool to see that you can make profit on a card if you're lucky. I bought this card before he became one of the current best players in the world. I bought it in a PSA 10, and the only other listings I can find of this card at the moment are up for like £250 to £500, and that's a raw card. I got it in a PSA 10, and I got it for how much? £120. Very happy with that purchase. Next up, we have the Panini Prism World Cup Lionel Messi from Qatar 2022 set, Green Wave PSA 10. I picked this up at a recent London card show. The video's on my main channel, Plute93. Little plug there. If you want to check out my main channel as well, feel free. But I absolutely love this card. A PSA 10 of the greatest player of all time, from the World Cup that he won to literally complete football. You cannot go wrong with this card. And this is the thing I want to do with cards now. I want to buy cards that are iconic. This is an iconic card from the World Cup that Messi won. It's only going to go up in value over time. There's no doubt about that. A lot of my cards are Leeds United / Barcelona. Obviously, I've been a Leeds United fan my entire life. Despite the southern accent, cheers, Dad. It's in the family. It is what it is. I also love Barcelona. I grew up watching them, you know. It started with Ronaldinho's Ballon d'Or season, 2005 sort of time. Then it was on to Messi. I was never looking back. I've always been a big Barcelona man. But it's not all just that. The final card I want to show you before we properly get into the collection is this 2014 Panini Prism James Rodriguez signature, PSA 9. I love this card. From the iconic World Cup in 2014, where James was top goal scorer, scored that iconic goal, and essentially got himself a move to Real Madrid because he was that good. I just think this was a really nice pickup. Like, I don't know about his auto, but it's an old card from an old set. It's quite a low population. And it's not my most expensive card. Remember, the most expensive card will be at the end of the video. You want to look out for that. But I do love this James Rodriguez. Now, let's get properly into the full collection. Right, let's start with some of my favourites that are below PSA 10. Then we'll move on to the PSA 10s. Then we'll move on to the Panini Prism World Cup set. So, first up, Shadow Etch Ronaldinho from last year's Topps Chrome. Obviously, Topps Chrome, probably my favourite set of the year. Ronaldinho, probably my favourite player. Sent this off for grading. It got a 9, you know. It could have been worse, but beautiful card nonetheless. After that, I've got a Panini Prism World Cup 2018 Andres Iniesta. I want more Iniesta cards. They're quite hard to find. But this one is a Hyper Prism. I picked this up at a card show. I think it was about £40 I paid for it. But again, iconic player. Absolutely love Iniesta. If you know me, you might have seen my Ben White video on TikTok back in the day. But obviously, I'm a Leeds fan. I loved Ben White when he was at Leeds. I've just got this. This is one of his rookies. It's numbered to 99. From his Brighton days. Yeah, just a cheap little card there. I've got an Issa Diop card in a PSA 9. Again, sent this off for submission. I love my gold breakaways. The gold breakaways are beautiful. The reason I own this is because I met him at a game. I'll put the image down there somewhere. I met him in VIP. He was a nice lad. I thought, you know what? I'll purchase you Issa Diop card. So we did that. This is just a sticker from, I don't even know. It's just an old sticker. I literally bought that for 20 quid, but I just look at that, man. Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Neymar at the top. It's just lovely. I love this old school stuff. I mean, that's just one for the collection. Oh, here we are. Best midfielder in the world right now? Comment below. Is he? If not, Who's better? We've got this Pedri. Orange Lava. So I think that's equivalent to like out of 25. Again, from last year's Prism. Sent it off for grading. PSA 9. I just think this is such a beautiful card. And Pedri, you know, he's some career he's going to have. He's already had a crazy career. And like I say, I genuinely think he's the best midfielder in the world right now. Then we've got 2 PSA 8s. Another Messi card. Quite a cheap one, but very nice nonetheless. PSA 8. Purple Mojo from Panini Chronicles. And then I have this. Ooh! Barca team set. Vintage. David Villa. I mean, look at that card, man. Look at it. It's numbered to 50, as you can see there. I sent it off for grading. It got a PSA 8, which I was gutted, to be honest. But look at that. Beautiful, mate. Absolutely beautiful. Let's move on to the PSA 10s, shall we? Before we get to the PSA 10s, look at this patch, all right? I haven't got it graded yet. I probably won't get it graded. I don't know if it'll grade very well. But you know what? Let me take it out so you can really have a look. Oh, my God. This is just beautiful. Look at that. Rafinha Patch Auto. I got this from JJJ Cards at London Card Show. Big up JJJ Cards. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful card. I don't think I'm going to get it graded. This is just a bonus. Another one for the Rafinha collection. Beauty. I don't know why I tried to kiss him then. Anyways, right, here are the 10s. These are the perfect condition cards, all right? If you get a 10, the value goes up so much. It's so hard to get a PSA 10, especially nowadays. For those of you who don't understand, right, let me show you this Somerville for an example. If you type that number in the PSA verification, go on Google, search PSA verification, type in that number, it will come up with like an exclusive certificate to say that it has been graded authentically. And it will show the population of how many have been graded and all this stuff. In fact, I'll show you right now. I'm going to run you through it quick because that's what I do on this channel. If you want to learn about football cards, subscribe, all right? It does help me out a lot. Anyways, you go on Google, PSA verification, all right? You click that. It will come up. Now, if I get my Somerville here, which you can't see at the moment, but I get my number in there. 5379. I actually haven't looked at this in ages, so I don't even know what it's going to come up with. This is the Somerville that I just showed you on screen, if it loads. There we go. Panini Obsidian, Aurora Autograph, Crescenzio Somerville, Red Pulsar. Gem Mint 10. Again, look, PSA population 1. So that is the only one in population. There's obviously none higher because you can't get higher than a 10. You can click the sales history. You can go through the sales of any cards like this. But this is a certificate of verification, essentially. I am the only person in the world with a PSA 10 of this Somerville. And I'm proud of that, all right? But yeah, any slab, that's all you do. You type that number in, you get so much information. Now, this Somerville, I love it because it's actually a PSA 10, but it's also 10 of 44. Now, 10 is his shirt number. Well, was his shirt number at Leeds. He was my favourite player a couple of years ago. He got Championship Player of the Year. I love Somerville. He will come good at West Ham, trust me. He's had injuries this year. He's been in and out of the squad. When he gets in that team and people see his talent, I'm definitely investing my stocks in Crescenzio Somerville. All right. Am I doing my 10s? Wait, where's my... Oh, no, they're here. Sorry. Right, next up. Rafinha. Look at that. Oh, another one. Look. 2 of 10. Rafinha Auto. This is from the Topps Gold UEFA Club competition set. Another one that just by chance I bought. I sent off for grading and it came back a 10. So buzzing with that. Absolutely love this Rafinha card. Beautiful, beautiful. What a player. One of the best in the world right now. Another Somerville. Panini Prism, Emergent Orange Prism. This is a nice one. Again, shirt number. So this card is numbered to 25, as you can see there. And it's 10 of 25. So I have 2 shirt number Somervilles in a PSA 10. He wears number 10. It's graded number 10. And the card number is number 10. I just think that is pretty cool. Also, anything orange or gold. I just think it's so beautiful for the design. Another Leeds card, Willie Nonto. Currently, just got our Young Player of the Year. Really like Willie Nonto. This is a rookie, 10 of 10. Just love this card so much. Anything gold, mate. I'm all over it. Oh, just knocked over my Messi. It's all right. That's why you protect him. Next up, Paxton Aronson and Brendan Aronson. Did you even know that Brendan Aronson had a younger brother? Well, this is from the Copa America Panini Prism set. Dual signatures green wave. What I love about this card is I actually pulled it from a blaster box. So these blaster boxes, they're like $30 odd. I went to Canada, I bought a blaster box, and I pulled this dual auto, which I'm very happy with, and it came back from PSA in a 10. So that's another one that I'm definitely keeping in the collection. You might laugh at this one. Phil Foden Groovy. This is a case hit from last year's Prism set, Premier League Prism. I just think, look, Phil Foden last year, Premier League Player of the Year. One of the best players in the world, alright? This year, not so much. Hasn't been very good. He'll be back, alright? It's a good time to get on Foden cards because his value's very low right now. I'm convinced he'll be back. You don't just get Premier League Player of the Year and then become rubbish overnight. City have had a bad year in general. I just think, I got this Foden for a decent price. I'm happy with it. I'm sure it'll go up in value over time. I've got another Foden here from last year's Prism set as well. This one just means a lot to me because it was the first break I ever entered. I entered a break, and I got this Foden to 92. And it came back a PSA 10 as well. So I've still got that at the moment. Oh, what a boy. As a Leeds fan, this one means a lot. Stuart Dallas, PSA 10 signature. You know, it's not a very expensive card, but Stuart Dallas is a Leeds legend. He's been with us for years. He's been through all the championship days. He's been up in the Premier League. He scored a brace against Man City to win a game against them in the Premier League. And then he had to retire through injury. Literally broke his femur, like one of the worst injuries you can get. And he retired at Leeds United. So, got a lot of time for Stewie Dallas. This, another Willie Nonto, again, has a meaning behind it. These cards, they have meanings behind them. First ever card show I went to, didn't have a clue what I was doing. You know, some of you right now might be watching this thinking, what is all of this? You will learn over time. I genuinely didn't have a clue what I was doing. This man sold me this Willie Nonto for like, I think he sold me it for a tenner. But yeah, PSA 10 Willie Nonto. I mean, that is literally, a £10 is as much, it's cheaper than you'd spend grading the card. So, do you know what I mean? I mean, for £10, you can't even grade a card. Like, it costs about 18 quid to 20 quid to grade a card. So, the fact I got this for a tenner, it's just living in my memory, you know. Willie Nonto, number to 199. It is what it is. Next up, I know I'm a Messi man, but I still appreciate Ronaldo, you know. Appreciate both the GOATs. Messi's my number one, but I do still enjoy Ronaldo, all right? 2018 Prism World Cup set. Just a PSA 10. You literally cannot go wrong with this card again. Messi and Ronaldo cards from the World Cup years, they're not going to lose value, you know. Two of the most iconic players of all time. Very happy with this. I'm definitely going to collect some more Ronaldos as well. And then finally for my PSA 10s, obviously I pulled that Paxton Aronson and Brendan Aronson dual auto. I also pulled this Pulisic. This is a Pulisic number 2, 125 as you can see there. You know, the Americans go crazy for Pulisic. Some of you might be American watching this, you know. You guys love your soccer, and I'm all for it. We call it football over here. But yeah, PSA 10, Christian Pulisic. I'm going to sell that when the World Cup happens next year. Because you remember, the World Cup is happening in America next year. USA, Mexico, Canada. Right, I've shown you some really good cards from my collection so far, but there's plenty more to come in this video, alright? Let's get into the Panini Prism World Cup 2022 set next, which I absolutely love. But please, a quick plug while you're watching the video. If you are enjoying the video, I know you might be comfortable right now. You're probably thinking, oh, I can't be bothered to move. But please, just make the effort to click that like button. This is a brand new channel. The only way we can get pushed out is by you guys liking the video and subscribing if you do enjoy the content. You don't have to subscribe, but if you do, we can be best mates and you can learn about football cards with me. Starting off for this set, we have not one, not two, but 3 base Lionel Messis in a PSA 10. Like I say, you can't go wrong with this set, right? It's the World Cup that Messi won, similar to my Green Wave earlier. These are literally just base cards from that set, which are so common. And in a PSA 10, they're already going for £70. And that is because it's an iconic card. Like I say, you want to get some cards that are going to at least hold their value or maybe go up in price. But also buy some cards from your favourite team that you don't really care about the money, you're just going to keep them. But it's nice to have some that are going to rise in value at the same time, do you know what I mean? Next up, love this card. 2022, Neymar Blue Choice. So they do like choice boxes. This was pulled from one of those choice boxes. The design is just lovely, look at that. PSA 10, number to 135, so 68 of 135. Very happy with this Neymar. Again, an iconic player. Not quite Messi or Ronaldo, but probably the best after that, along with the likes of Suarez maybe. Then we got Griezmann. I'm a bit of a Griezmann lover. PSA 10, this is Purple Wave. I believe it's numbered to, yes, 99. You know, low numbered cards are hard to find in this set. So, very happy with that Griezmann. I got the love for him when I went to watch France v Ireland in the Euros in 2016 and he got man of the match. And it's sort of stuck ever since then. I went to France. It was great. Talking of France, Kylian Mbappe, base. Essentially, I pulled this from a World Cup Prism hobby box. When I first got into the hobby, I bought a hobby box and I sent loads of the cards off for grading. And this is another thing you do when you first get into the hobby. I sent off a lot of cards for grading that I probably shouldn't have. I mean, if this Mbappe got a 10, it'd be nice, but I'm not that bothered about keeping it. So yeah, just be careful with what you grade as you get into the hobby, because I graded loads of stuff that I probably shouldn't have and wasted loads of money. Next up, Hyper Prism CR7 in a PSA 9. Love that. Absolutely love it. And what I love about this card is that I also have the Neymar Hyper Prism in a PSA 9. Now, I bought the Messi Hyper Prism, ungraded, sent it off for grading. Was praying it would get a 9 to match these two. What did it get? Oh, it got an 8. It got an 8. I could have had all three of them in a 9, but Messi got an 8. To be fair, look at the centering. If you look at this bit here, compared to that bit there, you can see how it's really off-centre. But I'm happy with this card. Like I say, I'm getting as many Messis as I can from that set because I love Lionel Messi. Oh, hello. Julian Alvarez, Ice Prism. Again, similar rarity to the Hyper Prism. Nice. It's a rookie. You know, he was great in that World Cup. I like Julian Alvarez. Very good player. Then I've got William Saliba, rookie, PSA 7. The Mojos really don't grade well in this set. Purple Mojo. Same as my Griezmann one. Actually, it's not. It's to 49. My Griezmann's to 99. This is to 49. So, you know, very low number card from this set, but PSA 7. I don't mind it, though. And then the grades get even worse. I've got two Leeds players. So, I've got my Brendan Aronson, PSA 7. This is numbered to 25. Like I say, I like the orange numbered to 25 cards. I think they're really nice. Brendan Aronson, I think he's underrated at Leeds. I really like him, especially for you American guys. If anyone's watching this who from America, I think Brendan Aronson's really underrated. You know, he does a lot of work in that Leeds team that goes unnoticed. And because he's a number 10 and he doesn't get as many assists as a normal number 10 would, he sort of gets frowned upon. But I like Brendan Aronson. He's a hard worker and he's really good for the system. And then finally from this set, Ethan Ampadu. If you're a Leeds fan and you saw his performance at that parade, he's a legend, mate. Absolute legend. This is a PSA 6, unfortunately. It is what it is. But to get a gold number to 10 Ampadu, I'm very happy with it. I'm just showing you my lower graded cards as well, because, you know, not all of them are 10s, all right? You are going to get some bad grades if you do submissions. I'm happy with that Ampadu. Love him. Next up, these slabs here, they're up for sale. I don't know if I can say the word, but the link is in my bio. You know the common place where you might buy cards? The link is in my bio. If you want to have a look at any of these cards and purchase them, you can. So, starting off, Somerville Auto. I bought this. Look, I've got better Somervilles. So that's why I'm not too bothered about this one. I've got some really nice Somervilles. It's a beautiful Somerville Auto in a PSA 9. It's not numbered. It's just nice. Like I say, love Somerville. This one, to be fair, I do love this one. I probably won't sell it, but gold signatures Somerville, number to 10, came back from PSA an 8, which isn't too bad. But imagine if that was a 10 along with my other 10s. 3 of 10, Crescencio Somerville gold. I probably will keep that, but this one here is definitely getting rid of. Panini Prism World Cup, Vinny Jr., PSA 8. This is the lowest numbered card, sorry, the highest numbered card you can get from that set, numbered to 399. I don't know why they do cards numbered to 399. It's a bit too high on it. But yeah, Vinny Jr., PSA 8. Elan. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm good. Elan Meslier. Look, underrated goalie at Leeds. I know he's had a terrible time in the last few months, but this guy's 25 years old and he's played so many games for us across the Premier League and the Championship. People forget how young he is as a goalkeeper. He's got a good 10 years ahead of him at least. I know he's made some terrible mistakes which have been unforgivable to the extent that he got dropped. But I still like Elan Meslier. I do like him. PSA 8. It's not numbered. But again, the golds, I just love these golds, mate. So beautiful. More World Cup Prism. Jonathan David, Silver Prism, PSA 9. Rookie. I have a soft spot for Canada. I've been to Canada loads. It's one of my favourite places. If you're Canadian, you're a legend. I just love Canada. It's such a good place. So that's why I got that Jonathan David. Skov Olsen Silver Prism, PSA 10. I don't know why I bought that. I got it for so cheap. That's why. It's a PSA 10 and I got it for really cheap. Rodrigo Moreno. Loved him at Leeds. Absolutely loved him. Couldn't find many Rodrigo cards, but I'm glad to have one. 21 of 40. PSA 9. What a player. Brian Mbuemo, very underrated. I think he could get a big move, you know. He's 25, 26 years old now. I think he'd go somewhere like Liverpool, genuinely. He's proven that he can do it in the Premier League. PSA 9. This is numbered to 10 again. Like I say, gold numbered to 10. I'm all over it. Love my gold numbered to 10s. Select Griezmann, blue, 2017. Again, I told you about my Griezmann story. I love Griezmann. I think he's quality. We have Ezri Konsa. I bought this for cheap, got it graded, and it came back a 10. Again, gold to 10. In a PSA 10, that is a great purchase for any Aston Villa fan. Ah! Oh, I forgot about this. Jorginho Rota, right? When he was at Leeds, one of my favourite players. Absolutely loved him. He was just a joy to watch. Proper flair player. He'll come good for Brighton. He's had a good year, to be fair, but he will come good. Amazing player. Just so enjoyable to watch. Gets you off your seat. However, yeah, I don't know. This was another one of those ones that I bought when I was a noob. I didn't know what I was doing. I sent it off for grading. Came back a 4. That's a Jorginho Rota rookie. PSA 4. I don't even see what's wrong with that card. But we do have a Jorginho PSA 10. So, yeah. Little relic of Jorginho from his Hoffenheim days. Numbered to 144. But like I say, one of my favourite Leeds players in recent years. Such a shame he left. Another Messi that I sent off for grading came back a 7. So, happy to get rid of that. Still just a lovely card. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, that's also listed on my you-know-what. Gabriel Martinelli. Pulled from that box that I was on about that I opened when I first got into the hobby. Numbered to 99. Came back a PSA 10. I like Martinelli, you know. I do like him. This is his rookie as well. He had a good end to the year with Arsenal. Particularly like that Real Madrid game. Stuff like that. But yeah. Martinelli, I don't know. Is he good enough to start for Arsenal? Arsenal fans, what do you think? I think you do need to upgrade your left wing now, personally. And then my only ace graded card in this collection. I love ace grading. I think they're great. They're really good for Pokemon. They're getting into sports now as well. This is a 10 of 15. Where's the number? 10 of 15 Rafinha. Picked up at London Card Show. Just a nice one from the Carnival set. Came back a 10. Got to be happy with that. Rafinha! This one isn't mine, but I'm just going to put it in the video because it's at my house at the moment. This is my mate's card. If you're watching, enjoy. PSA 8, Frank Lampard, stained glass. The stained glass design is really nice. I'm just not massive on Chelsea, like I say. This is my mate's card. I just thought I'd show you it. Right, next up, cards that are in my next PSA submission. I have these cards ready for my next submission. I don't know when it will be, but that's what I like to do. I like to build a collection of cards that I know are definitely going to get graded. And these are the ones that are going in the next grading. So, we have Joe Rodon, gold breakaway. Actually, it's just a gold to 10 rookie. I know he's in a Spurs kit, but he's been so good for Leeds this year. 1 of 10 as well. I'm definitely going to send that off. Another one that I picked up at a card show. By the way, card shows are just a great thing. If you want to get into your cards, go to the nearest card show, man. It's the best way to meet people, get involved in the community. This card I love. I bought it off one of my Twitch mates. For those who don't know, I stream Twitch. If you want to follow me, it's Plute93. Go check me out. I'm live most nights. Mateus Click. Look at that. 1 of 5 from one of the old Prism sets. I think it's like 2020. Mateus Click. Incredible card. Can't wait to get that graded. If that gets a 10, I'm buzzing. Then I've got Jonathan David from Prism 2022 again. Numbered 12. Sorry, bad focus there, but 11 of 25. We have a Lamine Yamal Wonder Kid from last year's Topps Chrome set. Any Yamal card from that Chrome set is unbelievable. This is literally just like an insert, but it's still going for like 70 quid in a PSA 10. So I'm going to get it graded because it's packed fresh. And then I have 3 more base Messis because why not? I'm an addict. Then on top of that, I'm just going to go through loads of random singles that I have. These are cards that just aren't graded, but let's go through them. Ali is another one who I got from that Panini Prism World Cup set that I bought. I say it was a hobby box. I think it was a breakaway box, but yeah. That was the lowest number card I got to 49. And it's this guy from Qatar. So, yeah, I've just sort of left that there. Another Rafinha. Copa America Panini Prism set. Numbered to 110. Plenty of Rafinhas. Barcelona Tops, I can't even remember what this set is, but Rafinha's 75. Rafinha from the World Cup set, again pulled from that box that I opened. Messi Copa America base, why not? Yeremy Pino, World Cup, pulled from that box. This Neymar here is the exact Neymar that I have in a PSA 10. However, it does have a slight bit of damage, so I'm just going to sell that cheap. 124 of 135. Beautiful card, but like I say, it's just got a tiny bit of damage. I don't know why I have this. I've got this in a random break. Sotalo, I think he's the Ajax centre-back. Probably will get a move somewhere one day. 8 of 25. Quite a nice card, actually. But yeah, I've got that randomly. I don't know why. Endrick, rookie. I don't know. I want to see more from Endrick. You know, he's not had much game time at Real Madrid. I'm sure he'll be good. He's probably the main chase in the new Topps Chrome set. By the way, I'm going to have loads of cards from that set soon. I just haven't yet because I haven't opened enough boxes. But plenty to come, all right? We've got plenty to open on this channel, so make sure you click subscribe. Eden Hazard from the 2014 World Cup set. Beautiful. What a player Eden Hazard was in his prime. I know don't like Chelsea, but Hazard's just my type of player, man. Pure joy. If you watch football with your eyes, you love Eden Hazard. Iniesta from the Prism World Cup set 2014 again. Another low number, Rafinha from Select to 49. And a Lavezzi. If you remember, if you played the OG FIFA Ultimate Teams like me, FIFA 11 through to 14 Ultimate Team, this Lavezzi, he was some player, mate. I don't know why I bought this card. I just love Lavezzi, mate. Now, finally, to end the video, what you have been waiting for. This is my most expensive card, all right? I'm going to show you it now. This was pulled from the Topps Chrome UCC 23-24 set. So last year's Topps Chrome. I got a hobby box, and I actually pulled this myself. I can't believe it. It's the most valuable card I own by quite a bit. It is Zlatan Ibrahimovic autograph. You might have seen it on my TikTok. This is a red lava, okay? So, essentially, they have a red version, which is 5 of 5. This is even rarer than that. This is the only version of this card I've seen. I haven't seen it anywhere else, genuinely. I sent it off for grading. It got a PSA 9, which I'm more than happy with. But like I say, it's a colour match of AC Milan's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. This is such a rare card. I can't believe I own it. I don't know how much it's worth, but yeah, just to show you the rarity of this card, I'm on the checklist for this set from last year, the Topps Chrome UCC set from last year. And if you scroll on here, this is the one with all the crazy Lamine Yamal rookies. If you go onto autographs down here, bear with me. There you go. This is the Chrome autograph checklist, right? You have all these different variations, numbered to 299 to 250, 199, 150. You can get an auto with all these high numbers. I got a red lava refractor, which is 1 in 5,616 hobby boxes. It's literally rarer than a red refractor, which is numbered to 5. So that is why that is the only version of this card that I've seen. It's almost as rare as a 1-on-1. And somehow, I own this card, pack pulled. I don't know how, but I'm keeping it for now. I might sell it in the future. Who knows? I'm not massive on Zlatan. Like, I do love him. I know how iconic he is. He's not one of my favourite players of all time, but I do like him, He's got that attitude. He's got some iconic moments. What he did in the MLS as well was crazy at the end of his career. Some of the goals he scored there. This guy was playing until like 40 and he was still one of the best players in the world. You've absolutely got to respect it. Wow, I have spoke a lot in this video. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate you watching, all right? Like I say, please click like, click subscribe. It helps me out more than growing this brand new channel. I've got big plans for PluteCollects. We're going to be opening more packs in the future. So like I say, if you enjoy the content, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and you might like that video there.